In the bustling city of idols, Y or N is married to the most famous celebrity in the world, Kim Taehyung. Her husband is a heartthrob with his charming smile and captivating eyes that could make any woman swoon. Y or N was unaware about her new life with her husband. Will be a whirlwind of red carpet events, paparazzi flashes, and glamorous parties. But despite the glitz and glamour, their love for each other is genuine and unwavering. Their wedding was arranged by Tae's parents. At first, Y or N was afraid as her husband is a famous celebrity. But as time passes, she understood. In real life, he's cute, sweet, and humble. Today, Taehyung bring her to a party. Y or N was beyond excited to attend her first party as a newlywed with her celebrity husband, Taehyung. They arrived at the extravagant event, filled with A-list celebrities and socialites. As they made their way through the crowded venue, Y or N couldn't help but feel a twinge of jealousy as she noticed the stunning women surrounding them. Taehyung, being the doting husband that he is, wrapped his arm around YN's waist and whispered reassuring words in her ear. Taehyung, you're the most beautiful woman here, Y or N. No need to feel jealous of anyone else, he said with a loving smile. Y or N smiled back at him, feeling grateful for his words of comfort. However, as the night went on, Y or N couldn't shake the feeling of insecurity that lingered in the back of her. She watched as Taehyung mingled with the other guests, his charm and charisma drawing in the attention of everyone around him. Feeling a pang of jealousy, Y or N excused herself from the conversation she was in and made her way to the bar, hoping a drink would calm her nerves. As she waited for her drink to be prepared, she couldn't help but overhear the hushed whispers of two women standing behind her. Did you see Taehyung's wife? She's not even that pretty. I can't believe he married her, one of the women said, causing Wyan's heart to sink. She felt a surge of insecurity wash over her, wondering if Taehyung's celebrity status had blinded him to her true worth. Ignoring the hurtful words, Y or N grabbed her drink and made her way back to where Taehyung was standing. As she approached, she noticed a group of women fawning over him, their flirtatious smiles making her blood boil with jealousy. She felt a mix of anger and frustration bubbling inside her, unsure of how to handle the situation. She was about to walk near Taehyung, but she stumbled on her heels and was about to fall. But Taehyung ran to her and hold her before the floor could embrace her to make her embarrassed. Taehyung, are you alright? He asked with so many concerns in his eyes. Y or N, I'm fine. Taehyung, let's get back home. I will call the doctor. Y or N, but we just came and it's your success party. Taehyung, I don't care, your health comes first. Y or N look up at Taehyung and realize that true beauty came from within, not from external appearances or the opinions of others. She understood that her worth was not defined by Taehyung's celebrity status or the jealousy she felt towards other women. With confidence and self-love, Y or N look at Taehyung and confess. Y or N, I love you, Taehyung, and I know that's all that matters, she said, her voice filled with love and assurance. Taehyung was taken aback by her sudden confession, but he smiled warmly and pulled her close, his eyes filled with adoration. Taehyung, I love you too, Y or N. You are the most beautiful person I know, both inside and out, he said, planting a tender kiss on her lips. As they danced the night away, Y or N let go of her jealousy and insecurities, basking in the love and happiness she shared with Taehyung. She realized that true love was the greatest magic of all, capable of overcoming any obstacle or doubt. And with that knowledge in her heart, Y or N knew that their love would always prevail, no matter what challenges they faced. After the party, as Y or N was getting ready for bed, standing in front of the mirror, she found herself scrolling through a fanfiction website dedicated to her husband. Curiosity got the better of her, and she clicked on a story that caught her eye. As she read through the pages, she couldn't help but blush at the steamy scenes between her husband's character and the protagonist. It was like reading a forbidden fantasy come to life on the screen of her phone. Just as she was about to close the tab and pretend like she had never stumbled upon the fanfiction, she heard a deep, husky voice near her ear. Taehyung, did you enjoy it? Y or N flinched badly and looked back only to see her husband standing behind her with a mischievous grin on his face. His eyes fell on the screen of her phone, and a playful glint appeared in his eyes. Taehyung, well, what do we have here? He teased, leaning close to her. Yn felt her cheeks flush with embarrassment as she quickly put her phone away. Yn, oh, it's nothing, just a random fanfiction about you, she mumbled, trying to downplay the situation. But Taehyung wasn't about to let her off the hook that easily. Taehyung, a fanfiction about me, huh? What kind of fanfiction? Yn, Taehyung, it's a what? Yn, alright, it's an adult one. She said the truth, thinking now he'll let her go, but he have another intention. Taehyung, so you were reading an 18+ fanfic about me, huh? Cared to share what it was about? Yn, it's about an erotic night with my husband. Taehyung, oh really? And what exactly goes on during this erotic night with your husband in the fanfic? Yn, it's just in a rainy night. Me and my husband is sitting on the bed. Suddenly he pulled me closer and I can't share more. Taehyung, oh come on, don't tease me like that. You can't leave me hanging like that. What happened next? Did he pull you closer? And then what? Yn, why you wanna know? Taehyung, because I want to recreate the scene with you, my love. Yn, pervert, she said, feeling her whole body turn red in embarrassment. Smoke is coming out from her ear and nose. Taehyung grinned, unashamed of his desires. Taehyung, guilty as charged, my love. But can you really blame me when you're so tempting? Yn, will you control yourself? It's embarrassing. She hid her face with her palms. Taehyung removed her hands from her face and looked at her, feeling a surge of desire. Taehyung, oh, my love, you know I try my best to control myself, but when it comes to you, it's a whole different story. You're just too irresistible. He sauntered over to Yn, his hands wrapping around her waist as he whispered in her ear. Taehyung, you know, if you wanted a steamy scene with me, all you had to do was ask. Yn couldn't help but blush more and more at his playful teasing, but deep down, she couldn't deny the flutter of excitement that his words ignited within her. As a longtime fan of his work, she had always admired his on-screen persona, but now, with him standing before her, his presence radiating a magnetic charm, Yn found herself falling for him all over again. Without warning, Taehyung scooped her up in his arms and carried her over to their bed, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Taehyung, let's recreate that scene you were reading about, shall we? He whispered, his voice husky with desire. Yn widened her eyes, surprised at his boldness, but her heart raced with anticipation at the thought of living out a fantasy with the man she loved. As he leaned in to kiss her, Yn couldn't help but lose herself in the moment, the lines between reality and fiction blurring as they explored each other with newfound passion and intensity. In that magical night, they let go of their inhibitions and allowed themselves to be swept away by the fantasy they had stumbled upon. Taehyung showed her a side of himself that she had never seen before, a raw and unbridled passion that left her breathless and craving for more. As the night wore on, they lost themselves in each other, their bodies moving in perfect harmony as they danced to the rhythm of their love. And in that moment, Yn knew that no fanfiction could ever capture the true essence of their connection, the depth of their love that transcended the boundaries of fiction and reality. It was the morning as Yn opened her eyes. She was greeted by the soft sunlight streaming through the sheer curtains, casting a golden glow over their luxurious bedroom. She stretched her limbs lazily, savoring the lingering sensations of their passionate embrace from the night before. Yn turned to look at Taehyung. A smile played on his lips as he watched her with a mixture of affection and desire. His magnetic gaze sent shivers down her spine, and she couldn't help but feel a surge of pride knowing that this enigmatic man belonged to her. Taehyung, good morning, my love, he murmured, his voice velvety and smooth like melted chocolate. Yn felt her heart flutter at the sound of his voice, knowing that she would do anything to hear it every day for the rest of her life. Yn leaned in to kiss him, savoring the taste of his lips as they molded perfectly against hers. The chemistry between them was palpable, sparking like electricity in the air around them. As they lay tangled in the sheets, Taehyung traced lazy patterns on Hwaeun's skin with his fingertips, sending tingles of pleasure coursing through her body. Hwaeun closed her eyes, reveling in the sensation of his touch, feeling like she's floating on a cloud of pure bliss. She felt a profound sense of gratitude for the man who had captured her heart and soul. Her husband may be a celebrity to the world, but to her, he was simply the man who made her wildest fantasies come true, the one who had shown her the true meaning of love and passion. And as they basked in the afterglow of their night of passion, Hwaeun knew that no matter where life took them, their love story would always be the greatest adventure of all.